moment here. Nice to meet you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah.
How did you four get in here?
Thank you.
Jeff, nice to meet you. Congratulations.
I don't know. Maybe put your hand up. You can always. Am I playing tomorrow?
Okay. Okay. Do we pick it up or just leave it there? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Bright lights, by the way.
Yes.
Got it.
I feel like Close Encounters is the third time.
All right, welcome to the 2016 Women's College Cup. This is a national semifinal pregame press conference with Georgetown. We're joined today by head coach Dave Nolan and student athletes Marina Paul and Crystal Thomas. Again, to members of the media, please identify yourself and your affiliation before asking a question, and we will now begin with a brief opening statement by Coach Nolan.
I guess I was put on the spot there. No, I mean we're obviously very excited to be here. You know, it's been a long season. The girls have worked really hard. They've committed a lot, and we're excited to be here and get the ball rolling.
Questions for the student athletes first, please. Elliot.
Hi, Elliot Allman, San Jose Mercury News. Marina, when you left OC, or Laguna Beach High, there was not a domestic professional league. In the 4 years since, as your career has gone, there is, and you're heading into potential, I guess, future. So what does it mean that the NWSL has stayed solid right now, and that it allows you an opportunity to continue your career here?
To be honest, I haven't given it much thought postseason just because we're so focused right now on our one goal of winning a national championship. But I'll definitely, I think it's great just for women's soccer in general in the United States to be able to have that strong presence professionally. So, yeah, I mean, I'll give it a thought once we're finished winning here.
Jennifer Gordon, Equalizer Soccer. Can you guys talk a little bit about the journey of this season? You guys have had some really great wins against like West Virginia and then the come from behind win against Virginia, but then you also had the 4-1 loss to DePaul. What has this season been like in comparison to the others?
Yeah, I think this season has been a really cool experience just because we've all been all in and completely focused. And just kind of going back to the strong leadership that Coach and Marina have provided throughout the season, keeping us focused. I think it's really easy to get off focus, but even when you're down a goal, like we still have that focus that our team is able to use throughout the entire season. So I think that's been the biggest difference for us, and also just our ability to continue improving after each game. We've learned from some of those games, and hopefully we can continue to improve this weekend even.
Yeah, I mean, Crystal pretty much covered it, but like she said, we view every game as a learning opportunity and just try and get better every time we see the pitch. So,
Elliot.
Crystal, I was watching the live stream. I wasn't there Saturday, but Santa Clara is a local school, so we were following it closely. What were you thinking on that shot? Did you just to test the keeper, or did you see something? That was amazing.
Thank you. On that one, actually, I was going to cross the ball, and then I remembered what our coaches had just said at halftime. They said to take shots. So I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to go for it. Really excited that I did. But really, I was just like, all right, here's an opportunity. The defenders had forced us in instead of out, and I decided to take my shot.
Just as a follow-up, I'll yell. Okay, no, thank you. Once you got through, there's two defenders, and you split them.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that was going in?
I was very hopeful. I knew that it was pretty windy, and we've worked on shots like that in practice. So I think it was a combination of things. But just really thankful for the way our team fought in order to create that opportunity. It's really a team goal, and just the way that we were able to hold it together as a team for the rest of the game.
We may continue to ask questions to the student athletes, but we will open questions now for Coach Nolan.
Coach, Southern California changes their lineups quite a bit, and especially with their forwards. Does that make things a little bit more difficult for you as far as game plans are concerned?
Somewhat. I mean, we've watched 3 or 4 games. We're aware of who their key personnel are. So obviously we'll prepare the girls for whoever they may face. And these guys are bright enough and smart enough that they can adjust on the fly. So we just pass on the information and they process it on the field. So we know we're going to be facing a very good team with very good attackers, regardless of who starts for them and who comes off the bench. But I think for us, it's really going to be more about how we defend and the defensive principles that we apply.
Jennifer again.
Crystal, can you talk a little bit about changing from being a starter to being a super sub this season, and what that's been like?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's actually been a really cool learning experience for me, and just a good strategy for our team. When you look at our team, we have like a lot of really good players. So to be able to step on the field and make a difference whenever you can is pretty awesome. And I also really like to think that every one of our subs comes on and makes a big difference. So it's been cool for me to be able to come on and just help us win games. But and I lost my train of thought, but I caught this.
Elliot.
Dave, Georgetown soccer's it's a brand. People know it nationally. What does it mean, though, to finally get here?
I mean, I think our university is a brand. I think athletics is part of it. But for us to get here, it's probably the culmination of a lot of work by all the players who've come through the program over the years. I got there 18 years ago when I was 5, and the goal and the mindset was just to try to get better each year, and thankfully we managed to do that. Resources became available, and just by bringing in the right people and being resourced, appropriately, we were able to get better and better each year. And I've said this before, we've had some very talented teams at Georgetown over the past 5, 6, 7 years, but this group has probably been the best group in terms of just ability to get on and to love each other, and I think that's the difference. I think that's what got us over the hump this year. As we have everybody, as Crystal said, totally bought in. Nobody thinks about themselves, and Crystal's a great example of that.
Other questions? Jennifer.
Marina, can you talk a little bit about the back line and how you guys have managed to shut out teams so far in the tournament?
Yeah, I mean, all of us are pretty senior players. We've been playing together now for, I think, the 3rd year. And with the addition of Corey Delaney, who's a transfer from Dartmouth, or a graduate student transfer, I think that we just play really well as a unit, and we cover each other's backs. We're really good friends off the field. And I think every day our goal, not only in games but also in practice, is to have a shutout every single practice. So I think just instilling that sort of mentality has helped us on the field be really successful. Yeah, and then like I said earlier, every day is just trying to get better as a unit, studying film and knowing each other's tendencies and being able to capitalize on those.
Other questions? Okay, Crystal, Marina, Coach Nolan, thank you.
Can I take the water?